till the dealers come out. Everybody is outside till the killers come out. You ain't eating, you just act full. I'm impactful. Dozen funerals in a month, I got that pull. I will give it to niggas in all rap forms. Ignatius out right now on all platforms.
I'm back. We're back. What's going on, everybody? Somebody was like, Lamont, you don't play your opening music no more with the kiss. Why not? I said, man, it's just been busy. But here, there it is. And if you like that, post me a comment and let me know if you want to keep hearing my clean open kit sent to me by Jada Kiss. My opening song, I'm here. It's Lamont Tyson in the building, bringing you all a fantastic show, a review of this episode of Power, where Stacey Marks got her ass marked. And dare I say, Tommy looked the most like a white dude I've ever seen once he got that ass beat by Diamond Cutter Diamond. We're going to discuss that. I've got two surprise guests coming for you today. It won't be B. Avery, so let me shout him out. My man is doing something very special today, and I want to just give him a great shout out. And the people he's with, I want to shout them out. It's a beautiful thing. You all are doing your thing. Keep doing it. And we can't wait to see you guys back in the new year. Thank you all for tuning in. And as we wait for our guests to come, I want everybody who's watching this right now, it's 30 people in here. Leave me a comment. Where are you from? As we start to soften up this pot, as we start to sweeten this pot that we're going to get ready to dish on Power. Everybody let me know where you're from. If you're from Philly, if you're from New Jersey, you from New York, you from California, you from Houston, wherever you're from, post a comment and let me know where you're at as we get ready to get this show kicked off. Shout out to Shawnee 1237. Appreciate you being here, exposing the truth. I'm glad you're here because you will help me expose the truth about what's going on in Power. The real 3C9E, what's going on? DeSanta Austin 113, not Austin 316, but Austin 113 is in the building. Glad to have you. Oh man, LA. Okay. What's going on, LA? Peachy is from the DC area. Oh my God. Greenville, North Carolina is in the building. Deontay Dawson, you're from Greenville? You know that's where I'm from. Have I ever ran into you? Did you go to Rose High? Did you go to Conley? Where you went to school at? Please, please let me know because I am nosy as hell. Let's see here. Windy City, Chicago. Long Island is in the build. London. Oh my goodness. I appreciate you, London. What else are y'all watching over there in London that we might can review? Because I'm already trying to get the game plan together for 2026. It's going to be movies. It's going to be TV shows. And of course, it's going to be politics. Sorry for those that hate me doing politics, whatever. Politics right now has never been as dire as it is what's going on with our politics. And you're going to get it. And I know over there in London, you can feel me. Northern California, my homie Barbara. What's up? What part of Northern California, Miss Barbara? Wine country? Don't let me find out you over there drinking on some grapes. Let me see. Maryland, but now in Charlotte. Okay. Peachy. We're glad to have you in North Carolina. We need more peachy folks in North Carolina. Anyway, stick with a brother because I will be doing a tour sooner or later where I'm going to go around to most of the cities, Charlotte, Atlanta, DC, Philly, New York. Got to go do a meet up with everybody because I haven't done one of those. And it's going to be my first year coming up doing it. And I'm trying to do it in 2026 as I'm going through this whole stop thing. Texas. What part of Texas are you from? Houston, Dallas, where you at? Let me know. Jazzy Poetress, hey, my friend. What city are you representing? Let's see here. What we got? Orlando, Florida is in the building. Okay. Queens is in the building. Sacramento. Okay. You know what? I've never been to Sacramento. Hell, I've never been to San Francisco. I've been to LA. I've been to San Bernardino, and I've been to San Diego. I've been to all the little areas around LA. I've just never ventured beyond it. And sooner or later, I'm going to have to get on the grizzy grind and go beyond that. And as far as Texas, I've been to Dallas once, been to Houston a couple of times. Beautiful city Houston is. And dare I say, when you get on an airplane going to Houston, the beautiful black women that you see on them planes with them beautiful big butts too, Houston got it going on. Shout out to my Texas folks. Your boy loves it. Chocolate City, DC is in the building. Let's go ahead and start talking about this power while our guests are coming through. I'm going to start right here with this right here. And I want you audience to help me out today. So we got old Genesis in here with D-Mac and D-Mac's dad. D-Mac's daddy decided he wanted to let D-Mac in on the fact that his father did not appreciate him being gay. D-Mac's dad decides that he don't appreciate D-Mac being in the streets, but he's not going to be a hypocrite and be like his dad. He's going to accept him. And Genesis is breaking him down, letting him know that he's very smart. He's talked about daddy and his musical attributes and acumen, and wonders if D-Mac can play. But ladies and gentlemen, for my folks in the LGBT community out there, y'all have to help me with some of this stuff now. Y'all got to help me, okay? Shout out to Jamaica. Jamaica, you know I came to see y'all maybe, 2 years ago. I need someone to help me with this. So Genesis was having this conversation, right? She got to talking about her sexuality. My LGBTQ folks, you know I love y'all, but you know I can spot y'all a mile away because y'all are very artsy in your look. You are very eclectic and different in the way you dress and the way you wear your clothes. It's very different. You let us know that you're in the community. And this girl kind of has that look. Well, she tells D-Mac that she is, what did she say? She's trisexual. I can't keep up with it. So LGBTQ folks or whoever heard it, let me know what she said she was. What does it mean? Because it was funny to hear D-Mac say, whatever you is, as long as you can mess with me, I'm good. But what was it that she said? Y'all post your comments down there. Let me know. By the way, shout out, happy holiday. Oh, gender fluid. Okay. I appreciate you. Gender fluid. So I'm an 80s baby. And while I do love the LGBT community, I fight for them. Does gender fluid mean that you just you go wherever you want to go? Does that mean you'll date homosexual, you'll date a heterosexual, you'll date a trans? Somebody that knows this, please let me know so that I can speak about this correctly. And so that when I make jokes about stuff like this, I'm not doing it in a malicious way. I'm doing it in a way that is funny with the people and not against the people. Let me know. Okay, Javon is telling me, yeah. But did Effie call it gender fluid? Didn't she call it something? Didn't she say she was just straight bisexual? Because I'm trying to understand the difference here, y'all. For real. Like, I want to know the difference so that, like I said, when I'm referencing these things or I'm doing jokes, I'm not doing distasteful jokes. I'm doing it in a way that is funny, not funny. But anyway, all that was said to say this. Who gonna die? Who gonna die? D-Mac daddy gonna die? I'm pretty sure he's gonna die. But is Genesis gonna die? Is this gonna be the end of Sega Genesis? Are we gonna get Nintendo? Since we're gonna see the end of Sega Genesis. And if she does die, who's gonna do it? Are we done with King Kilo? Are we completely done with that crew? Like, we're not gonna see them no more. D-Mac hasn't really officially gotten out the woods, if you ask me. I don't think he's out the woods. I think that he's still gonna have to deal with that. And I do think that for sure his daddy is gone. Could just cancel Christmas on the daddy. Daddy ain't gonna see Christmas. But Genesis, I'm wondering. I really, really wonder what's going to happen to Genesis. And another thing with that storyline, they brought back somebody that you guys know I have a lot of love for. Kate Egan. Shout out to the actress playing Kate. Sometimes she'll hit me back and forth. We'll chat. She believes in some of the same things I believe in politically. And she's just a downright phenomenal human being. Well, D-Mac had a phone call to let her know that he apologizes for his dumbass behavior. And I think it's safe to say, ladies and gentlemen, Kate Egan is not dying. Kate Egan is not dying. But I think by showing her, they're letting us know that they're going to try to round out this story because we only got three more episodes left. She's not even on set. She's taking phone calls, so nobody's killing her. But between D-Mac dad and Genesis, can we see a situation where we lose them both? Y'all just post your comments. Let me know. And thank you for breaking this down for me. Let me put this up here for those of you that didn't know or were too afraid to ask. Genesis says sexually fluid, meaning her sexuality is not fixed. It's fluid. Okay. Like, dynamic. It's constantly moving. It shifts. Her attraction can change. Okay. Got it. So when she talks about she's fluid, she's speaking about herself. Okay. I can get with that. It's fluid. It's moving. It changes. You might wake up tomorrow morning feeling a little froggy. You might want to be with a boy. Then you wake up the next day, you're not feeling as froggy. You're feeling a little slithery. You might want to be with a woman. Okay, got it. And then you wake up another day and you feeling bumping and grinding. So you might want to be with a transgender. I get it. I understand. Thank you for showing me that, ladies and gentlemen. I'm down with it. Now let's see what y'all got to say about this. JP, he's done. He's done. JP's done. Let's see what y'all think about Genesis. I believe Genesis survives and will be legacy, which I think will be in Atlanta. Let's see here. Tariq is going to be on this show. Y'all see I'm wearing the Tariq shirt. Tariq is going to pop up here. Now, is he going to have D-Mac part of his crew? Could y'all see Genesis linking up with Effie? They both kind of got that androgynous, little eccentric energy going on. Could y'all see them two linking up with Tariq and D-Mac and these two form like a new show together? I could see it. I could definitely see it. And if that is going to be the case, then I guess we got to take Genesis off the chopping block because it's going to be JP. JP is done. He's done. Anybody want to bet their 401k on that? Or bet the equity you have in your home? JP is dead. Let's get on to the next subject. Y'all keep posting your comments down there. And I'll come back and read some of them a little later. I'll take the super chatters at the end. Let's talk about this ongoing saga right here. Jenard and Tommy. oh, Lord have mercy. Whoo boy, this was some funny mess to me, man. This was some funny mess to me. And why is it funny? It's funny because Jenard is trying to one up Tommy. Tommy basically thinks Jenard is beneath him. If you spit on the ground, it's beneath your shoes. That's how Tommy feels about Jenard. And Tommy does not like the fact that Diamond has started to buck up and defend his brother. But in all honesty, Tommy, what did you think? I mean, I get that you're doing big business with Diamond, but that can only go so far. It can only go so far. And we saw how that came to an abrupt head this episode. But in this scene right here, Tommy's basically throwing him as an errand boy again. He's told Jenard, go have a talk with Vic, figure out if Vic killed old boy or if it was someone in his crew. Tommy know the truth. And he's just putting Jenard through the paces because he don't like his ass. He feels like Jenard is trying to drive a wedge between him and Diamond. which he is his brother. And I guarantee you some of y'all would do the same thing if Johnny come white boy lately popped up and is driving a wedge between you and your brother or your sibling. Even if you are making money, you still gonna feel some kind of way about it. And that's what Jenard is feeling about Tommy. And so Jenard, he does the bidding. He goes on ahead. He takes the money. He does that to the bar. He goes and tells Vic, look, man, I'm trying to save your ass, Vic. Tommy know what you did, but you're going to have to put up somebody to pretend like you didn't do it because Tommy know where your girl stay at. And by the way, the actor playing Vic, his name is Shane, and the girl he's dating on the show is his girl in real life. I was informed by the audience and by someone who works on the set that they like it when I joke about how fine she is and how I joke on Shane about looking like he's part of New Kids on the Block or any one of your favorite boy bands from back then. Good Charlotte, I don't care what boy band you like from back in the late 90s. He's one of them. But that is actually that man's girl. And shout out to his ass, okay? Shout out to him. You're doing your thing, brother. I appreciate you. But Tommy got her address. Tommy has done told you he's going to go there and cancel her Christmas, and you had the nerve to tell Tommy that girlfriends is off limits. How many of y'all remember season 1 of this where he was with a black girl? Was she off limits? No. She was no limit, okay? And she's dead. And so I don't know what Vic thought he was going to say to try to get Tommy out of this, but it didn't work. Did not work. And eventually, Mr. Boy Band himself had to off. How do you do this? You off a childhood friend, damn near cousin. Talk about the luck of the Irish. You offed this dude who saved your ass. You drunk fake Guinness with them, great value Guinness with them. And Irish folks, they real hard up on their Guinness drinks, ladies and gentlemen. They like, that's a thing for them, okay? They don't play about that. But these two fools were drinking great value Guinness together, and you shot him in the back. Like, you didn't just shoot him. You shot his ass in the back. You couldn't look him straight in his face. You couldn't be a man and shoot him in the face. You had to shoot him in the back. That tells me Vic is going to get what's coming to him, ladies and gentlemen. And I want y'all to post me in the comments. What do y'all want to see come to Vic? What do y'all want to see happen to Vic? How do y'all want to see him get dealt with? Because he ain't got to worry about Stacey Marks no more. Hell, technically, he's in the wind at this point. Basically, Tommy can't control him. And I don't know if Tommy thought about the ramifications of taking out Stacey Marks, but I think Tommy just really in his mind feels he has such a control and grip on Vic, he ain't got to worry about nothing else. But hell, Tommy also thought he had a control and grip on Diamond and got his ass put through the table like the Dudley boys. Get the tables. Throw his white ass through them, and that's what they did. And in terms of Vic, what do I think is going to happen to him? Let me see here. Vic. Okay. He wants to ride off into the sunset with that hot woman he's with. That's what he wants to do. Is he going to be able to do that? She's the DNC lady, friend, assistant. I don't know if we're going to see the DNC lady anymore because why do we need to see the DNC lady at this point? Stacy Marks is gone. And unless old boy on the task force is going to try to step up and take his place, I don't see what's stopping Vic from just taking old girl, getting out of town. And then let's not forget Auntie, who's still around too. I'm stunned on this one, folks. I honestly don't know what is going to really happen to Vic. I don't. I can't tell you what the writers are thinking on this one. I can't channel my writing abilities and give y'all a story for Vic other than I know he's tired of being pushed around by Tommy, and there's a great chance he might decide to join Jenard and whatever efforts Jenard tries to do to go at Tommy. Post your comments. Let me know what you think about that. And let's get back to Jenard anyway. Oh, God, told people careful. Oh. Junky ass Jenard. We all knew sooner or later those vices would come bite him. You got the vice of drugs, you got the vice of panty draws. And when you put these two vices together, boy, knock your socks off. You ain't even got to bend over to get them socks to come off. Them shit's just gonna roll the fuck off because they is in the wind. Well, Tommy and Shanti set Jenard up. And ladies and gentlemen, when I tell you Jenard fell for a chick that came from P Valley and decided to get on force, he could not tell her and them panty draws no. The lights is dim. It's like TLC red light special up in this piece. She got 50 candles behind her. She got the coke in her finger. She hardly got on any clothes. She got that kinky number 7 hair blowing, and Jenard could not resist. He ain't had enough from Shanti. He done put himself around core fentanyl. His gasket is blowing. This was a clear setup. And when he got set up, he goes in the bathroom. And folks, when I say he's laying the pipe, homeboy was in there doing monkey double back flips like the folks that was riding the Capitol, hanging all off the White House and shit, flipping in that pussy. That's what he was doing. That's what he was doing. And while he was flipping in it, look who pops up in the bathroom. Kato, be more careful. Lord have mercy. Whew. Boy. Anybody who's ever been in a situation and then the person walk in and catch you, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can say. And this Negro literally said it was a mistake. Fellas, this is a lesson in what not to do, okay? If you knee deep in some panty draws, right? And your significant other or your other girlfriend or you jump off walking, you cannot say it's a mistake. How do you mistakenly jump into some panty draws? Okay. A mistake is when you go to pee and you think you're done and some more trickle out. That's a mistake. Okay. A mistake is when you go reach for the salt and you grab the pepper. A mistake is not when you pull out something attached to your body and you insert it into someone else. And then you look like you Dominique Dawes doing flips as you pumping back and forth. That's not a mistake. But he tells Shanti, the showstopper, it was a mistake. And this is the look on her face like, bruh, that wasn't no damn mistake. And no, it wasn't a mistake. It was not a mistake. And I got to give it to Chris D. Lofton in this scene right here. I sent him a message. I was like, bruh, you brought the hammer in this scene. We saw you go from angry to sad to fearful to dejected. You gave us a whole lot of emotions that felt real in this scene. And he basically told Shanti, he's the man. He don't need her. Get the F out of my face. Gets to stepping. That's what he told Shanti, the showstopper. And at this point in time, Shanti was done. Shanti is Team Tommy. You know, and I bet if it wasn't for Maria, Shanti would probably try to give some of her boxing draws to Tommy just to get back at Jenard. And the sad thing is they hid this from Tommy. They hid from Tommy that Jenard is a junkie. Diamond hid this. Now, Diamond has been on some other shit this whole season. And we're going to get to him in a minute. And I told y'all what Diamond needs is to get in some panty draws itself. He need a diamond release. He need to be diamond cutted. DDP. That's what he need. Diamond dunk the draws. Panties. That's what he need. But they hid from Tommy that Jenard was a junkie. They hid it. They hid it. And so Jenard just got dumped by the best thing that happened to him. He don't know what to do. He's worried. He's out there on his own right now, and he just created an enemy that he does not need, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't need it. He does not need Shanti as an enemy because Shanti's got a lot of pull with the people in her orbit. And this could definitely mess up that business. It could definitely mess up this business. And so I want to know from you guys, what do you think is going to happen with Jenard at this point? What do you think? What do you think is going to happen with Jenard? I say this is not going to be good. He should have never fell for the banana in the tailpipe, or should I say him putting his banana in her tailpipe, P Valley girl that Tommy set him up with. And who needs to worry about him falling with CBI from his brother when he's about to fall for CBI from Shanti? And how is Tommy going to level up with Shanti? Because that's going to happen. That is going to happen. How is that level up going to take place? You guys let me know everything you're thinking. I can't wait to read your comments and see how you feel about that. Now, let's get on to our boy Miguel. For somebody who got diabetes, this motherfucker is tough, okay? He took out basically 2 guys. Now, I've never been in a fight where I had to worry about somebody stabbing me, but did y'all see how he strategically pulled a merry-go-round to let old boy that's on his back right here get stabbed? Hey, talk about some coordinated shit. That was double coordination, that you went circus merry-go-round right at the moment the knife was going to stab. Right at the moment. And then after you handled that business, we don't know when the last time you had your diabetic shot. And we know stress, ladies and gentlemen, can induce diabetic situations. Because I sure enough thought when he was getting choked, he was about to fall over. But he didn't. Handled his business and said, F Ortega. I'm Miguel. I'm about to be an uncle. You know what I'm saying? Bump these puntas. That's what he was saying. Bump these puntas. And now, Ortega makes a call because several people that he wanted dead are not dead. Several people. Miguel's not dead. Tommy's not dead. The hitter that was supposed to take out Miguel and Tommy missed again. He's not dead. And so now he done found out that Maria is pregnant. And I told y'all that baby was never going to see the light of day. That baby was never going to come from between the valleys of Maria's thighs. I told y'all this. And it still is not going to happen. Because I don't think Maria's going to make it. I don't. We will not see no babies coming from between her twin valleys, ladies and gentlemen. No babies. Now, do I think it's going to be because of Ortega? No. I don't think it's going to be because of Ortega. And at the end of the day, I think Ortega is going to die because Miguel done got in trouble with Che. Che is not down for this fight that is going to be happening between his organization and the Ortegas. He don't want no part of it. But Miguel is knee deep in this, folks. What choice do Miguel have? He's got to go and stand up for this. He's got to fight. He's got to fight. There's no way around it. No way around it. And so at this point, Miguel and Tommy are going to have to team up. Miguel, Tommy, and Tariq, and Shanti the showstopper is going to have to team up against everybody else. That's what's going to happen. Post your comments. Let me know what you think. And can we see a situation where somebody decides to take out Che? I don't think so, but it could happen. You guys let me know what you think. Now let's get on to Stacey Marks here, Mrs. Mark, a marked mark. Tommy basically told her, I'm going to control you like a bull controlled by a buffalo rider. I'm going to control that ass. I'm going to control you. And she basically didn't have a choice. He was controlling her. But then, ladies and gentlemen, Stacey Marks has an epiphany. She goes and tells Bobby that she is compromised. Compromised like the president of these United States, Trump. Compromised by Vladimir Putin because there is a tape of him sucking off Bill Clinton somewhere. There's also a picture of him and Bill Clinton in bed somewhere. Y'all remember Bubba? Well, that's how bad Stacey Marks is compromised. She's compromised like that. And so she tells Bobby. Bobby gives her this high school level coach speech saying that the Stacey Marks I know would get herself out of trouble. The Stacey Marks I know would not let this happen. Blah, 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 blah. And all of a sudden, she goes in the booth, transform. I seen her hair grow 2 inches. I saw it. And she decides she's going to confront Tommy because she ain't going for this shit, ladies and gentlemen. She's not going for it. She's good. She ain't bad. She's good. And what happens to her deciding that she wants to be good, ladies and gentlemen? I'll show you what happened. That shit right there is what happened. He just shot her ass right back to the Shy. That's what he did. She's off force. Now she's going right back to the show called The Shy. She tells Tommy she's not doing this no more. Tommy shoots her right in the gut as if she's pregnant. And I think that, ladies and gentlemen, that could have been an Easter egg. That's how somebody's going to wind up shooting Maria. And do you know who I think is going to shoot Maria? Bobby. Bobby knows this was Tommy. Tommy shot her in the gut. What would be the best way to upset Tommy? Shoot Maria in the gut. And I think Bobby is going to do that. Stacey Marks got her ass marked. I don't know what she was thinking when she thought she was going to confront Tommy. Dude has already showed you he don't play. What made you think that you was going to show up there by yourself and talk him down? If anything, you should have wore a wire. If you're going legit again, why not show up, wear a wire, get him on tape saying some stupid mess, or even have some police hiding somewhere. But more importantly, get him on tape saying something. And then you go turn it in. Stacey, come on, man. Come on. You got to be smarter than that. I really wanted to see you become mayor for like 2 episodes so I could see how Tommy would use you. Now I don't get the pleasure of doing that. So I'm mad with your character. Damn it. I wish they would have gave you a longer wig. I'm mad now. I really want to talk junk about you because I wanted to see how this show would happen if you was mayor and controlled by Tommy. But no, you have robbed me of that, Stacey Marks. And now everything rests on Bobby coming after Maria and shooting her in the tummy. And last thing I want to cover before I get out of here, and folks, I most likely will be back tomorrow for A-list news, Lex and Lamont. And we're going to cover a couple of movies that are going to be coming out in January. We're going to talk about some politics, and we're going to talk about some of our theories we think are going to happen for the next episode of Power. So come back tomorrow at 8 p.m. And again, I'll take the super chatters at the end. Come have a little fun with us because for sure, the Lex and Lamont show is going to be guaranteed to please everybody. This here little fight between Tommy and Diamond. Did this thing feel a little contrived to y'all? A little bit? Or was it just me? It felt like folks was holding back. It felt like if Diamond really and truly wanted to whip Tommy's ass, he could have. And there was a scene in here where Tommy popped up, and I was like, dude, that is the most I've ever seen Tommy look like a white dude right there. And then take a look at the look on Jenard's face. He's so happy to see this. and Diamond looked like Tyrese's big uncle or something, sniffing the goat. But before I finish that, let me get on this right here. I don't want to forget. What is up with Diamond tripping on everybody? This chick, I actually thought, ladies and gentlemen, with him sipping his little juice, her coming in looking just like this, looking right, I actually thought he was going to release some of this pent up Diamond frustration out on her because she looked right for the pickings. I mean, she's got a hand on his arm. Them panty draws is wet as hell. I mean, you talk about super soaker. But what does he do? He takes a moment where he could have got some free radicals, some endorphins for free, calls this girl out of her name, and tells her what she will do in her prison. This is not going to end well for Diamond. He's spiraling out of control really bad. I don't know if this is PTSD for him. I don't know where his mind is at, but dude is really, really spiraling out of control. And I think that this situation with him and Jailhouse Girl is going to come back to bite him in the ass. This is going to be one of those ones where he overstepped his bound. She is going to do something, or something that's surrounding her is going to hurt him. When he could have put a hurting on her in a good way, the Ja Rule way, pain is pleasure and pleasure is pain. Instead of that, she is probably going to put the pain on him because she do not want to be pushing no core fentanyl in prison. She don't want to do it. And she is the prison plug. And you really is not in a position to be running around here trying to exert too much authority on her, because who are you going to get to replace this woman? Who? Nobody. And not to mention, she kind of likes you a little bit. So, bruh, you just ruined that. And you're letting that poison tree named Jenard ruin your thought process. Yes, he's your brother. You know, you're going to fight for your brother. You're going to protect your brother. But you can't let your brother ruin your business. And right now, he is ruining your business. And then we'll get back to this right here. This little fight. I was underwhelmed by the fight. You know, there was better fights that happened this weekend where racists got their asses beat in the Paul kid and the Tate, Andrew Tate, whatever his name is, they got their asses beat. I enjoyed those more than I enjoyed this fight, because this wound up turning into one of them new age NBAs. Hold me back. I want to do something. Hold me back. Tommy got his ass thrown through the tables. No blood, no nothing. Gets up, and he looks like the white bill collector that he really is. But at the end of the day, how are these two going to work together? How? How are they going to work together after this? How are they going to make their money? These fashions are split. It's going to be CBI, probably with Vic, versus Shanti and Miguel. And now you're going to have Bobby headhunting because his wife is dead. She got shot in the stomach, which means somebody else got to get shot in the stomach. And we just seen Bobby is not opposed to getting his hands dirty after what we saw that last episode. So y'all, please post me all your comments. Let me know what you think. We're going to have to start a new saying called the Jenard face. Look at that. Boy, he was enjoying that like a cat eating cheesecake, having fun with it. But Jenard is not going to survive this season. It's just a matter of who takes him out. There's only two people they can let take out Jenard. It's either got to be Tommy or his brother. That's it. Nobody else can take it. They can't let Shanti take him out. Nope. It's either got to be Tommy or his brother. One of them two is going to take him out. And I want to hear from you guys which one is going to do it. Please come back tomorrow to check out me and Lex on the A-List News Show. One of the movies we're going to talk about is 28 Years Later. That's coming out early January. Then there's this crazy ass gorilla that's kind of like The Birds. That's coming out early January. Then, of course, we got to talk about what we think is going to happen the next episode of Power. And then we got to talk about y'all's dumbass president. Y'all's racist, dumbass president who is just willing to just blow all kinds of money in the people's face while folks is starving, while folks is suffering, while prices is high, and folks is trying to go through Christmas. We're going to have to talk about all that. And we also need to talk about, when do we think Tariq is going to pop up? Because he's going to pop up. If Tariq doesn't pop up, I will be disappointed. Post me all your comments. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like the video, comment, subscribe, share. Come check your boy out. We will be pumping out more and more content this coming year. Try to get back on a better routine. Trying to get back on doing the trailer breakdowns. I really enjoy those because y'all help me make them funny. And we got a lot of stuff to talk about. I got to keep turning out this audience. I want to let you guys know I'm very thankful for all 360-something thousand of y'all. Very grateful. And I want y'all to start letting me know what else you do watch outside of Power. I know y'all got to be watching something else. There's got to be something on Netflix y'all are watching. Cartoons, dramas, documentaries. What else are you watching besides Power? Because Power's not going to be here forever. And until that next Sex is Hell video, I'm out.